doing today? Is everyone doing the necessary things that need to be done during a pandemic? I like my new shirt. It says, I'm not shy, I'm social distancing, right? So guys, I'm really not shy. I'm just social distancing from you guys right now. So I'm not sure how Uber makes decisions on top. We're in like peak pandemic times, and then they're like, whoa, we need to order masks. Hang on, let's back up a second. Didn't they tell us weeks and weeks and weeks ago, right, that we, us drivers, could pick the stuff up at hubs, and then they closed the hubs down weeks and weeks and weeks ago, right? And now some hotshot, Gus Fultner, this fool here, same level as Dara, same level as Tony, decides, hey, we need to order masks from China. Let's order 10 million masks. All right. Buddy, do you realize what date it is? Do you realize we have Thursday, April the 9th, peak pandemic, and some guy at Uber woke up and said, oh, we need to order masks from China, 10 million of them. I remember many, many promises several weeks ago where they said we could pick up the stuff from the hubs. Then they closed the hubs down. I can tell you what, they looked very, very stupid in front of their drivers, in front of the public, when they did not deliver on these promises, when they did not deliver the gloves they promised, right? When they did not deliver the disinfectants that they promised, then they did not deliver the masks that they promised, when they did not deliver the disinfectants that they promised, they looked rather stupid. And because they got hammered and hammered and hammered and hammered in media and social media, people turning to Twitter, hey, where's the masks? Where's the disinfectant? Some guy, some arsehole called Gus Fultner, let me just show you what the guy looks like. Here we go. This guy here. Right? He looks like he's fast asleep anyway. Look, he's slouching around there. This guy, all smiles here with his parted haircut. This guy decides, hey, I need to place an order in peak pandemic times. I need to, I'm sitting at home, social distancing here with my wifey, and I need to go. I'm the head of the VP of safety, and I'm doing jack shit, and I'm getting beaten up in the media. I better do something. Hang on, let me drink my coffee first. Let me wake up. My name's Gus Fultner. I work at Uber. I'm busy waking up. Oh, WTF, there's a pandemic going on. I think I need to order masks. Dude, people started making their own masks. People started ordering masks like me for 3 times the price because arseholes like you were fast asleep. And why, I ask you why? Why do they wake up now? Why do they drink their coffee so late in the game and then, have this miracle idea that it's time to buy masks? Let me read you the story. And by the way, I want to acknowledge everyone in the room. I send my love to Let's Roll Tina. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. I hope some of the drugs, some of the good shit that I sent you has arrived. I know that the D3 and 2 of the supplements that I sent had arrived. I think 2 of them, there's more coming. I think I had two packages sent your way. Get them in your body, more than the average dose, and get your immune system up. I welcome Let's Roll Tina. I welcome John Jones. I welcome Patsy. I welcome Scott. I welcome Jimmy Abstract Echo. I welcome Lucky Note. I welcome Yego, MW, Elisha, Stephen, and all of the guys I haven't called out. I'm not shy, guys. You know that. I'm just social distancing right now. No, but seriously, guys, Greg Gus Fultner, head of safety, places an order and puts out a press release, tries to cover up all the negative media because we pounding them. Remember, we pounding them. Boom, boom, boom. We just left jab, right, left on social media. We're hitting them on Twitter. We're hitting them. Where is the merch? Where is the merch that you promised us? Where are the sanitizers? Where are the wipes? Where is all the stuff that we were supposed to get at the hubs? Where is it? Where is it? So Gus wakes up and says, hey, boss, hey, Dara, these guys are pissed off. I think I better place an order to China. Yeah, let me do that. Let me tap into some of the reserves. These guys are hammering us in the media. I better go out there right now and I better order some merch. Otherwise, these guys are going to fucking knock our doors down. Anyway, so he goes out there. This little smart ass here, Uber Technology, is part of the Uber Technologies, and he goes on Thursday, he said it plans to ship millions. It plans. Oh my God, it plans to ship. It hasn't shipped them. It plans to ship them. Lordy, hasn't even shipped them. It plans to ship them. We promise you we will ship them. Ay, caramba. So it plans to ship millions of face masks to its active drivers and food delivery people around the world to help prevent the spread of novel coronavirus. Gus, I have news for you. By the time your parcels, by the time your packages arrive, a lot of people in the interim died. A lot of the people in the interim got infected because they did not have those masks that you promised, right? And you're a little bit late in the game, Gus, right? So the ride-hailing company's vice president of safety and insurance, listen to this big, fat, fancy title, the vice president of safety and insurance, Gus Fultner, in a company blog. And by the way, if you guys don't know what Gus Fultner looks like, this is him here, the slouching carrot here. There's another one of these Pinocchios, and this is him with his little flame, all smiles. You know, they're sitting at home, these two holding hands, got their masks on, and say, you know what, honey? I think it's a good idea. You better buy those driver's masks. They sound rather angry in the public media. You better call Dara and start ordering those masks. I think it's a good idea, honey. I'll get them those masks. Stupid fool. Anyway, the initial face mask order will come from a Chinese company. Hopefully they have sprayed them down before they arrived here. And it typically manufactures electronics and now produces ear loop masks, right? They make electronics and ear loop masks, and now they're venturing into masks because they got this order from Gus Fultner. Mark Roughton, you're damn right, my friend. Hammer time. You want to see that icon that Mark Roughton gives me each and every time? What I love about Mark Roughton from Vegas is he comes in and he gives Torsten, the rideshare professor, a clean new supply of hammers every time so that I can club these idiots over the head, right? Because obviously their coffee is not strong enough. They ain't woken up yet. So we need people like Mark Roughton supplying me hammers, right? Boom! Boom! Boink, 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 boink. Boom! Uber said it had shipped its first order of masks to drivers in New York. So apparently China says, yep, they've Mr. Gus, you know, the mask, they're on the way, we ship them out. That's the Indian. Sorry, you know, nope, that's the Indian voice. Sorry, we shipped out your masks, Mr. Gus Fultner. They left yesterday for New York. The US city with the highest number of infections in COVID-19. Don't you think it would have been a far better idea way, way back when you started making all those promises that you had initiated the shipping then? That the people in New York would have maybe had these masks 2, 3, 4 weeks ago? That's the type of leadership they have at Uber. Sadly. Paymanali, good to see you in the house. Good to see you in the house, my friend. So, and we have Leo Casamento, not even handed to an American company the order. No, but they'd rather ship the money out and let the money that this economy needs so badly. They'd rather ship that order out to China because they can get those masks for 1 or 2 cents, right? So they order 10 million of them. That's what they say. I think they use big fancy. I think here, Gus, get on the bus, Gus. I think Gus here just uses big fancy, big numbers. Hey, I ordered 10 million, man, bro. And they're on the way from China. They're going to be shipped soon, yo. In the meantime, let me self-quarantine and social distance. Dude, wake up. Uber on Thursday said it was sourcing the mask. Oh, now they're sourcing it. Firstly, they said they were shipped. Look, they're all over the show. Uber on Thursday said it was sourcing the mask from outside the traditional supply chain and was donating N95 medical grade masks stored in offices to local hospitals. The US government has recommended Americans wear cloth face coverings on a voluntary basis to stem the spread of the coronavirus. COVID-19 has infected 1.4 million people and killed 85,000 worldwide. Several of those drivers and several of those riders, according to diplomats and experts, US deaths topped 15,700 on Thursday, and Gus Fultner now places the order. Another article, Uber Technologies on Thursday said it plans to ship millions of face masks to its active drivers and food delivery people around the world to help prevent the spread of novel coronavirus. The ride-hailing company's vice president of safety and insurance, Gus Fultner, in a company blog post, also said Uber plans to ship nearly 500,000 face masks to US drivers located in the city hardest hit by the coronavirus outbreak. Well, they don't have much money. You see, this is the problem. So, you hold on to the money wherever you can, right? You hold those reserves back, right? Because you're in for a rough ride, and you're getting beaten up in the media, and that you're pissing off drivers that haven't received their goods. I hope everyone at home has these, right? I hope everyone in your household has something like this, right? I hope you guys, every time you go out, you change your gloves multiple times a day, right? Because I tell you what, my friends, I also hope that you guys put your shades on and your mask on when you go shopping, right? Because I tell you what, these supplies, they ain't coming from Uber. And when they do finally arrive, maybe end of summer, maybe 2021, right? It's too late. Little too late. GG says, Peeman, obviously it's working for him if you're in here listening. Where's GGG? Who's triple G? Whatever works for you, I got no problem with it. Payman Ali. I'm not Uber bashing. I'm speaking the facts, Payman. Right? Or if you run this company, Payman, are you going to order the masks today and you're going to promise 3, 4, 5 weeks ago they're coming and you can pick them up from hubs? Give me a break. Give me a break. Right? Give me a break. This is not Uber bashing. This is exposing fools for their poor character and for their poor leadership, unless you see it different, right? But if you're happy with them, okay. I'm not making a career out of Uber bashing, right? I have other careers. I have other income sources. This is my channel where I get under their skin and call out fools like this. And it works well for me, trust me. I love how they say they are sourcing masks that the states themselves can't get enough supplies to. Right, they've been exposed to. So that's my point. That's my point, right? That's my point. I've been saying this for weeks. If you go back, out of all the YouTubers, the first guy to make this video, weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks ago, right? When I looked at the graphs, up, it's coming over here to the United States. Get out there and start educating. That, my friend, ain't bashing. That's educating people to get ready. The amount of people that we got in contact with through videos at an early stage makes a big, big difference. So if you think that's bashing, I don't know. I've lost a lot of respect for you. Janine, stating the facts, nothing else. Chris Hollingsworth, LOL, professor, shows you're foolish. No, I mean, Ali is not foolish. It's just I try to figure Ali out sometimes, right? He's like on the program sometimes, and then I lose him somewhere. Then he comes back, and then I lose him, right? I'm not out here. If you want to go and research the first person that started making videos and telling people to go out and get the essentials, people were looking at me like fools, right? I call a lot of trends. I call it as it is. And by putting out those videos, tough videos that maybe other people don't want to make, we make a difference, right? And by getting under these skins, right? By hammering them that they're not donating money. Is strange. I was the only one out there pounding and pounding Uber and Lyft and challenging them to give up a salary. Suddenly John Zimmer and Logan Green stepped up. So I tell you what, I know that the social media is working. I'll tell you why, because Tony West is hiding my feeds. I know that my videos are working because I have it in text messages with the highest senior attorneys. We know, right, you're out there. We know your channel. We know your videos, right? And we know that you are pissed off. And I say, yeah, absolutely I'm pissed off because I'm stating the basics. I'm stating facts here. And you guys are effing fast asleep. You're not doing anything. You're not spending money in the right places. You're spending money fighting the laws of AB5 so that you can misclassify workers and you don't have to pay them out during the pandemic. That's where your time and effort is spent, right? Meanwhile, when you come out here and make a promise that you're going to send out the essentials, when you promised us when you're going to send out this stuff, you didn't. This is weeks and weeks ago. I'm not making the shit up. So you got to keep on calling them out. And as I said, everyone made videos, how to tweet, how to go onto Twitter. Do you realize that there was not much activity on Twitter against Dara and these? And suddenly 4 or 5 people started following suit and making videos, how to get your money. You got to tweet, you got to hammer them, putting social media ideas out there, sharing newspaper editor lists with over 300 drivers who then started writing their own press releases to CNN Money. Those are the people that are making the difference, not the people crying on the sidelines. So very, very disappointed in one of my fellow subscribers here that he's not beating the Uber drum. I would like to see you out on the front lines on Twitter, on Facebook. No cheap shots, right? Talk the talk and walk the walk with me. Otherwise, leave, unsubscribe. I have no time for this shit. Mervyn Khan says, good afternoon, Mervyn. You see now, Mervyn is a guy that shows up every single time, right? He says, hey, how do we get a union going? How do we get a successful moving going? He goes, I'm hardcore. I can work on this type of stuff, right? These are the game changers. These are the people that make a difference. These are the people that are willing to step up and confront and call these people out, right? Because, you know, when you have a chicken shit like this here ordering masks today, right? Oh, they'll be going out soon to New York. Guys, New York was hit by a hurricane, a tornado, and a tsunami weeks ago. And now you wake up and you think, okay, it's time. Maybe I should ship this stuff out. This fool here, right? You know, and if they have anything great to offer, look, nobody's driving. No one's driving. No one is driving. Few people are doing food deliveries. Most of the people are sitting at home and figuring out the next game plan, figuring out the next move. One of the main reasons why I accelerated and got that other channel going so we can talk about other opportunities, right? Because, yeah, rideshare probably will rebound maybe towards the end of the year, right? It'll come back. It'll come back. A lot of people will think, once bitten, twice shy with Uber. They definitely were not there for me during the pandemic. They definitely didn't ship me my quarantine money. They definitely did not take any responsibility, right? They shifted it out and said, oh, don't worry about it. The administration will take care of you. We're not going to take care of you, but somebody else might take care of you, right? So people don't forget these things. And that's not bashing, my friends. I call that reality. That is what reality is at the moment, right? Those are the facts out there at the moment, is that there's no movement, nothing that I have seen from these Uber peeps. Sorry, unless you guys have noticed big differences during the pandemic or major things that they have done for you. I haven't. Hey, I welcome the rideshare geek in the house. Brian, how are you? And Brian, thank you so much for all your awesome social media contributions, right? I noticed that Payman has gone very quiet on me. Nothing. Payman, any final last words? Payman's gone very quiet on me. Lucky no, true, I stopped driving because of my health. Okay, and then I hope you sent in your doctor's notes and so that you at least get this 14-day sick leave lucky note, right? I'm doing good, buddy. I'm doing good, Brian. I'm doing great. I bought myself an awesome software called Thumbnail Blaster. I'm sure that Brian knows that. I developed some of my first thumbnails. I think I made 4 today since I bought this. So I'm having fun. I'm teaching. I'm reading a lot of tutorials on YouTube. I want to get better with my Photoshop skills, my editing skills. Started diving into the world of thumbnails. I got a lot of time, right? Got a lot of time. And also building out my other channel. So I'm always open to good suggestions, Rideshare Geek. But Dave Carter's in the house. Greetings from Liverpool. Love it. How are my brothers and sisters in Liverpool doing? Never managed to catch you live. Well, here we are, my friend. Welcome. Let's send out a big shout out and a lot of love and light to Liverpool. And glad to hear that your Prime Minister Boris Johnson bounced back. He's out of the ER. He's off the oxygen. Want all of the UK citizens to be safe during these times. We are with you. We are with you. We care about you. Frank Burns, is it actually worth all this oxygen and strife? The oxygen and strife that we're putting out there, calling on them, I think it's worth it. Yeah, I truly think it's worth it. Or are you one of those guys who has no conscience and goes to bed at night and doesn't care about the world? I would add some oxygen to really important issues, right, Frank Burns? Wouldn't you agree? Or are you not that type of character? Axel Mendoza, I hope everybody is keeping themselves and their families safe, but to expect anything positive from Uber at this point is pretty stupid. Well, that's a true statement, right? But we could still call them out, right? All I know is that weeks and weeks and weeks ago, there were a lot of promises. There were a lot of promises, my friends, a lot. And nothing happened. And what I do know is that media and social media is extremely powerful. And they get bashed and they get bashed. Day after day, week after week, they get bashed. Where are the masks? Where are these promises? Where is this? Where is this? And then somewhere in the midst of things, weeks and weeks and weeks later, this dude here, he's having breakfast with his wifey or girlfriend one morning, and he says, honey, all I hear is just all this negative stuff about us not living up to safety. And honey, I am the operator. I'm the chief of safety. Don't you think I should do something? These two have this conversation at the breakfast table one morning. And she goes, yeah, Why don't you put a call through to Dara and ask him if you can buy masks for the drivers? Not making this shit up, folks. Look who's in the house, my friend from Greece. Yanis is in the house. Much love, my friend. How are you? So, I don't know. I'm blown away. But I'm going to finish the story because it's part of my live feed. You know, it's part of my live feed to call the Gus Faltners out of the world. The initial face mask order will come from a Chinese company that typically manufactures electronics and now produces ear loop masks. But Uber will be sourcing face masks from all over the world as a long-term commitment, And Uber spokesman said, yeah, we're going to make this long-term commitment in 21, 22, 23. You will be lucky if you're still around in 21, Uber, the way you're leading this company, right? You'll be lucky if you make it into 21. Can't come out and say, oh, we're making these long-term commitments. You're making long-term commitments very, very, very late in the game. Hey, Rideshare Relief Talks. My dad said hi. Good to see you. Mark Fowdy, they are so full of shit. You can't import them because of import restrictions based on Defense Authorization Act. Well, there we go. Another expert that knows more than I do. Thank you, Mark Fowdy, for sharing. And just words, wop, 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 wop. The same crap I read about these guys every single day, right? How can I promote these guys and say, man, this is an amazing, fantastic company, right? I can't do that anymore. I can't do that anymore because there's no leadership. And what I'm really doing, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, what I'm doing is I'm pushing for new leadership, right? I'm trying to connect with the public and make them aware of all of these weak leaders at Uber and Lyft so that we can maybe if I make enough videos, we get fresh, new, competent people that'll maybe work for 5 or 10 million versus 42 million. And they'll maybe really, really work. Maybe they'll make some really, really amazing leadership decisions mid-20 onwards, right? Maybe SoftBank and maybe the Saudi investment fund say, hey, you know what? I don't think we picked good leaders there. I mean, we got this one guy from Expedia. We paid him a hell of a lot of money. Maybe we need to get a new leader, right? So what I'm looking for is new leadership. Very simple, very basic. Ryan Sullivan, how are you, buddy? Thanks for all the information. Still haven't driven in 3.5 weeks. And I'm happy you haven't driven in 3.5 weeks. Well, I'm not happy that you're not able to work for 3.5 weeks. I'm happy that you're actually participating and doing social distancing from your passengers, and that you actually are working together with others to flatten the curve. Roger Fadel's in the house. How are you, my friend? Genuine's in the house. How are you? Maria Ramirez, hi from San Francisco. Maria, I hope you're safe up there, North Cali. Is it raining up there? It's raining down here. Rick Nelson. Hi, everybody, going into semi-retirement due to circumstances beyond my control. Rick Nelson, I send you love and encouragement. Hopefully the early retirement goes well. Always here. Emmanuel Dean, DoorDash wants some customers to sign on your phone to confirm they received order from Burger King in Madeira. Interesting. Rideshare Relief, I refuse to drive, Professor, until they treat us right and figure out this crap. The real virus, COVID-era. 100%. Jose Zanderval's in the house. Thank you. Abstract Echo, I don't think anyone wants to jump in to bail Uber right now. You know, that's a good comment. You know, that's Jimmy is making, that the people may not want to jump in and save them. You know, maybe this is a Titanic that's already hit a couple of icebergs and there's a lot of leaks that broken out and it's going down, right? They're going to burn through 10 billion like that, right? Read a lot of articles from a lot of different Wall Street people. Some people say they'll be lucky if they have $2-3 billion reserves left at the end of the year, but with the way they're going. Jay Johnson, the passenger must correctly wear masks for the entire length of the trip. Not just the passenger, the driver needs to wear masks, the passenger wears to wear masks. You should not, if you are still driving right now, firstly, you know what I call that, Russian roulette. But if you are driving, no one gets into your car without a mask. No one gets into your car without gloves on, right? You spray it down after every trip. You make these available in the back seat to the people, and hopefully, afterwards you wipe down all your handles. You do everything in your power. And another thing you can do, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to keep on repeating this, until the cows come home, right, is that you do have the ability to get online on Amazon. You do have the ability, click, 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 order from Amazon a couple of good reserves. What are good reserves, right? Detox your lungs, keep healthy lungs. 2 best products on the market. You can look them up, right? Just this year alone, this is where it is. It's inside you, right? I'm not promoting that other anti-malaria. I'm not promoting natural supplements, right? This is another known factor. 10,000 IU to keep your immune system up, right? Another known one to keep your immune system up, right? Good stuff, my friends. Here, the best booster in the market, well, the wellness formula. It's expensive stuff. I don't buy the cheap stuff. I don't believe in the cheap stuff. But I want to be healthy. I want to be healthy. And the truth is, in 4.5 years, I came down with a minute little cold. I think it was last November, in 4.5 years. And I realized, wow, I wasn't really on top of my supplement game. Immediately got back into my routine. 2-3 days later, back on my feet, right? Keep your immune system up. That's what I was saying to Let's Roll Tina. I shipped her the stuff. What's up, dude? From Boise. Joey Driver, good to see you, my friend. How are you? How's your family? How's everyone holding up in Boise? Is everyone practicing social distancing? And is everyone helping to flatten the curve? Payman Ali, dude, I need you on board, my friend. I feel like I'm losing a good subscriber friend who is drifting off to the dark side. Dude, we need you, Luke Skywalker. The Luke Skywalker that you used to be, we need you. I don't want you to be sucked in by Darth Vader. I'm telling you what works, and what works is educating people and bringing the battle to social media. It's working. People have got paid. We have humiliated these MFs, right? We have humiliated them. And the only reason why I'm sitting here making this video is because it's my intention to humiliate this fool. You are ordering masks now. They push a press release out. Here's 2 press releases. Boom, boom, back to back. There's the one. Here's the other. This is paid for by Uber, by the way. Here's our press release, and we're ordering masks right now from China, and they'll be on their way. We've ordered tens of millions more masks and expect them to arrive in other cities and regions around the world in the coming weeks. Other regions of the world. Oh, really? Italy and France, hard hit January, February. China, hard hit December, January. United States, hard hit March, April. Are we expecting them to come in a couple of weeks? Am I exaggerating? Am I the fool here? Or are we, as a family of rideshare drivers, calling it as it is? BS leadership. Ride-hailing demand has grinded to a halt in most US cities, with a majority of Americans now under some form of lockdown. Yes, true, because that's what's needed. But Uber said it has seen a significant increase in restaurant and food deliveries during the pandemic. Well, good for you. That might be your own lifeline. Why don't your food delivery people have the masks? Why is the stuff now apparently coming in 3 weeks? I heard 6 weeks ago you could pick the shit up at the hubs. It was there. No, it wasn't. Nothing was there. Guys, thumbs up. I have 29. I have 73 people in the house. I'm busting my balls here, and I have 29. Smack and hit that like button. That's how I get the appreciation for making these videos and getting under their skin. That's what I work for, calling out these people. It takes a lot of energy. What keeps me going are the thumbs up. That's why I do it, right? When I see those thumbs up go up, I get excited. I get rallied. I call out these guys, right? Thank you. I jumped all the way up to 39. Our driver stock is going up. They went all the way up to 40. That's who we are, right? Drivers are taking things into their own hands. Drivers are helping drivers. You have YouTubers raising money for people. You have GoFundMe campaigns starting up. The little guys, millions of the little guys taking care of each other, not the big guys who have all the money that we've hauled in, wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow. They should be saying, you know what, thank you. Thank you for building this company. Thank you for getting us to the IPO. Hey, here are the masks. Here are the hand sanitizers. Here's this. Here's hazard pay. Here's riders. Here's an increase, right? 20%. Not, hey, riders, food delivery people ordering, here, put money into a restaurant fund. A restaurant fund? I mean, doing everything for everyone else, right? Not for the most important people, the drivers. Ay, caramba. Eddie Cuevas, yes, we need hazard pay. Where is a hazard pay? I mean, when I went to the army, right, I was in the army for 2.5 years. Out of the 2.5 years, maybe 8 months I spent in very, very dangerous regions doing dangerous things. For that, what did I get? Hazard pay, right? Your life's in danger over there. It's the same, it's no different here, right? You're on the front line in a car, taking this nurse to a hospital, taking this meal to a condo building, and you got to go up in the elevator with people getting in, buttons being pressed, and there you are, frickin', fighting your way up the condo building to deliver the food to the 20th story. Hazard pay. That's what you get hazard pay for. Don't get me started, man. Thank you, Lucky Note, for saying that hubs were closed as soon as they promoted the sanitizer. Whoa, convenient timing. You guys can pick up the sanitizer and the masks and everything. Oh, by the way, they closed. Okay, you can say that one, Taron Locke. You don't have to say that 20 times, right? But talk about how the price for Uber Eats is expensive, right? Well, it's expensive from the restaurant owners. They're taking 25%, right? It's rather expensive for the people ordering it, but the people that really deserve the money are not getting the money, are not getting the hazard pay for food deliveries. Lorenzo, on this Thursday, it's pissing rain outside and my spirits are high. They're ultra high. I was up all night researching stuff. My mind is going, and I'm like, I got to buy this, and I got to buy this software, and I got to teach myself this. I have all, I'm social distancing. I'm self-quarantining. I got to do all this stuff. So I've been alive, and what's kept me alive, I guess, is a lot of coffees. AGD's in the house. That's why they call him the prof. They have 30-minute live video survey set up for tomorrow about my rideshare experience and Uber especially. I'm ready to speak up. Love you for that. Thank you. Speak up. Get up, stand up for your rights. First person to name that singer. Get up, stand up for your rights. Who was it? Who's the first? Who's going to win this? Who's going to win it? Who's going to win it? Come on. Bob Marley. Lorenzo got it. Axel was a millisecond afterwards. First place, gold goes to Lorenzo. Axel gets the silver. Alex Smith says, why hasn't Uber followed the Bill AB5 that was passed? By the way, Alex, that's where they're spending all their time and efforts, right? Because that costs Uber and Lyft a combined $500 million more per year if they lose that battle. So that's where they're spending the money. And if we can go rewind a couple of months, 1st of the 1st, 2020, the laws are out. And by the way, huge, I'll make a video about this later, huge victory for Boston, Massachusetts. The courts ruled that Uber has to, that was a battle that Shannon Licht-Riordan filed in Boston. And the courts ruled that they have to step up and take care of all the drivers, sick leave-wise. No questions asked, right? Immediately have to take care of all of those individuals. That's a huge temporary victory. It's very much like it would be a good AB5. A lot of the AB5 components are in that Massachusetts bill. Immediately, help has to be offered to those individuals because that's what the judges ruled yesterday. Thank you, Shannon Licht-Riordan, for a massive battle. That chick fights, boy. She fights. You got these Uber roosters here, Dara Kay and Logan Green roosters, and then you got this hen, this pissed off attorney hen. Her name's Shannon Licht-Riordan. She's like, yep, that's what she did. She frickin' pecked them. Good for her, Shannon. Good for you, Shannon. She brought the fight to them. She won in court. It's Moose is in the house. Andy K just retracted the message. Says, when are you going to do the Boston video? Can't wait to learn more. Cool, I'll do the Boston video in the other channel, in the Rideshare Driving School channel. By the way, we've got some really cool stuff. A lot of good stuff coming out there. I'm opening up that whole moment I hit the 4,000 hours, I'm opening up that whole platform just to business. Like, okay, things you can, companies you can build from home, bringing in legal experts, bringing in people that'll give you the best advice on taxes for small companies, LLCs, and I've got a lot of good people lined up in that channel. This channel is my fighting channel. This channel is my energizer channel. This is my go after Dara Logan pushing for change channel, right? And look, I'm like on the 40,000 subscriber mark over here, right? I'm telling you what, the new channel, mark my words, I set myself goals. That new channel, by the end of 2021, I want about 250,000 subscribers because I have a bigger audience, bigger topics. This one here, marching towards the 40,000K subscribers. Then I have 8 other channels, which maybe have another combined 10,000 subscribers. So, but I know in my heart of hearts, I can go over there and build out 250,000 subscribers in the next 2 years and talk about bigger and better things, right? There's a lot of good stuff out there, you know. Even, let me just choose one topic. In one arena where I've made a lot of money is buying domains, even domains that expire, good domains, and then reselling them for a lot of money, right? So people interested in learning that, how to acquire domains, .coms, etc., for very little money and buying them low, selling them high. Got a great formula to teach you guys. I want to share that with you, you know. Shipping products out on Amazon, listing them on Amazon, listing them on eBay, creating a drop ship warehouse. How do we do that? How do you set it up? What type of software do you use for that? How many employees do you need? How do you register yourself? How do you do the taxes on a little business like that? Stuff that I want to share with you. People are still interested in, and still, when the market bounces back, right? Let's say the market bounces back, people are back into rideshare, and now you say to yourself, okay, hey, hang on. I've been through this pandemic. It was really scary. I don't want to go through this again. I do want to stay with Uber and Lyft, and I'll respect you for that. I'll totally respect if the market bounces back and you want to go straight back into Uber and Lyft and keep on driving. I respect it because it's very therapeutic, getting out there, driving, meeting people, networking. It's a great job, right? It's just not so fun now. And it's even less fun because you just trying to get the little basic essentials and the guys are not taking care of you. So these times right now, they're not fun. The good times will be back. But even when rideshare bounces back, ladies and gentlemen, and hear me up on this, Brian G, thank you, hear me out. I want to really, really encourage more and more people to put the $800 aside and go and get your private limo license. I will show you how to recruit private drivers, even out of the Uber and Lyft sector, how to bring riders across into your private account, right? Into your private account, and then nurture those relationships built. Because once you nurture those relationships, those private ones, it's word of mouth. That guy brings you 2 or 3 other families. This guy introduces you to this guy. This lady tells all her friends. And the next thing you know, like me, you maybe have a portfolio of about 90 clients, right? Private clients. They call you all the time. You make 2-3 times the amount of money you will ever make with Uber and Lyft combined. But how do you get there? You need that beginning. You need that Uber and Lyft beginning, right? So when the market does bounce back, I'm the first guy to keep on supporting the people that want to go back into rideshare and make it. I'm the first guy you can call and say, hey, remember you said if we go back and do Uber and Lyft, you'd show us, you'd help us how to get your private clientele. Yes, come to me. Come to me in July, September, and August when this market bounces back, right? But in the meantime, if you're looking for other areas, if you're looking for other ways to make money, maybe go surfing for very, very, very low stocks, stocks that have plummeted. You have a little bit of money, you have about $5,000 set aside, and you here and there you buy little stocks. Maybe that's something for you, right? But there's a lot of good ideas out there. Don't be afraid to embrace new ideas. So Paolo Bellezia, I salute you. Good afternoon. AGD, Mark Roughton says, thumbs up. We're on 52. I know we can get it to 60. Eddie Cueva says, that would be awesome. I'm tired of making peanuts. Yeah, buddy, and I don't want you to make peanuts, right? We all fully capable. We have the skill set. We have such an amazing skill set coming out of this driver sector, right? We know how to talk to people. We know how to network. We're salespeople. We're selling the 5 stars all the time. We're selling the experience, right? So you transfer that skill set into other things, amazing things happen, right? Here I am, it's quite funny. I designed a couple of, just this morning, I did my first 4 thumbnails ever, with a professional software program, right? I always used to use this like Microsoft Paint and slap this, import this picture, very basic text. Now I've got all the fancy shit. You guys are going to see a transformation. You don't think that people can transform? Watch how I am transforming my own thumbnails by teaching myself something completely new that I know nothing about. Guys like Dave the Uber slave, or maybe the rideshare guy, they've got good thumbnail people, right? But I said to myself, you know what, Torsten? You got to go out there. You got to try this. You got to teach yourself how to do this, right? So it is like a challenge. Always challenge yourself, Eddie. Always challenge yourself. Say, you know what? I am not happy. I'm not happy with peanuts, right? I want hazelnuts, cashew nuts, peanuts, and walnuts so I can open up a nut store. I will not be happy and content with peanuts alone. I like it, and that hunger. When I read, I get excited when I read like Eddie's message here and it says, that would be awesome. I'm tired of making peanuts. I want to step up. Just like last night, I'm on these till 2:00 in the morning researching what is the best thumbnail software. Where am I going to go and spend some money? Can I do this? Can I challenge myself? Yes, I can. And I did 3 or 4 awesome thumbnails that I'm proud of. I'm proud of this piece of work. It's not the best, but I wanted to make it look a little bit scary, a little bit KGB Russian, Uber masks only available now from overseas communistic country, bring in this picture, add the font, add my logo, and then put some of the neon lighting in there, icy frosty that spills over onto the Uber sign. Hey, I'm having fun. Don't kill my buzz. Lex RE, I got a letter from EDD today, and my benefit amount is 0. Okay, let's talk about that for a moment. Did they say, is this California? Lex RE? Is this California? David Garcia. Muchas gracias, señor. Is that California? Yes. Okay, so they just denied you flat out, or they just say you filled it out incorrectly? Did they give you a little bit of direction? Right? Did they give you a little bit of direction? Milas, thank you. Milas Diaf, I appreciate that. Thank you. They gave you no direction. They just said, hey, you're getting $0. That's all they did. It was just, you get your benefit amount is 0. Well, Abstract Echo says, I can't seem to finish filling out the application. I just think is that 3/4 of the country, and I'm not trying to sound negative here, but 3/4 of the country, the states are just not ready for this new stimulus package and the new wording. What is independent contractor? We've never had to create any forms for independent contractors, for gig workers. I just think they're not ready for that, right? So here we are in this frustrated, upset state, like, oh my God, these guys don't even have their act together, don't even have their crap together. I can't even fill this thing out. I can't even complete it. What's up? So it's a waiting game, right? You're waiting for them to finish up. You're waiting for them to finish those forms so that you can complete the process. I think a lot of people find themselves in that situation. Jimmy says, I don't think that California EDD is ready for gig worker claims. Correct, jinx. Yeah, that's what I was saying, exactly the same. They're not there yet. They're not there yet, right? So, like you play with your thumbs, tweedledum, tweedledoo. When will they be ready for us? When will they be ready for us? Mark Fowdy, yeah, Massachusetts is not ready for 1099 employees. So if they rejected you, it's because they have not incorporated the gig workers yet. Well, they should allow you then to reapply. I don't think it's fair that if you've applied thinking, okay, you've got to sort of trick your way through the application, right? Somewhere you mention Uber, somewhere you get to mention, hey, I'm an independent contractor. Letter comes in your mail, sorry, $0.00, or sorry, you've been denied. They should allow you to reapply if they don't have the act together, right? David Garcia uses the word appeal. I like that. Absolutely. I'm hereby appealing your verdict, right? Scott Tucker says it may take 1 month for the unemployment for gig workers to be updated, to be in there. Mark Fowdy, you can reapply, no issues. But you, Mark Fowdy, you're in Massachusetts, right? That might be the case for Massachusetts. I hope this cash comes. People are waiting. People are getting impatient. People are truly, truly getting impatient, rightfully so. So to get back against this guy here, Gus Foldner, this VP of safety, I mean, look at the body language. Is this guy like, I'm not really interested in helping you guys out because as long as I get my Uber check and I keep my title as VP of safety, wake up, Gus. Get on the bus, Gus. Ride-hailing demand has grinded to a halt in most US cities, with the majority of Americans now under some form of lockdown. But Uber said it has seen a significant increase in restaurant and food deliveries during the pandemic. They had to throw that in there, into the whole mask press release. Just spray his ass well. Where's Gus? There we go, Gus. Sprayed him. The US government has recommended Americans wear cloth face coverings on a voluntary basis to stem the spread of coronavirus. I wouldn't even do it on a voluntary basis. Every time, like here in California, you have to now have a mask on, right? If you're at the workplace, you have to have it on. Otherwise, there's heavy fines, right? In China, they've shown us, in Asia, Japan, they've shown us that wearing the masks works. I don't know which guy said you shouldn't wear masks. The bottom line is you've got a mask on, you're coughing into your mask. At least all that germs and all the crap is not spreading all over the show. So I would make it a condition until this pandemic is over. Anytime you're out in the public place, you got to wear some kind of mask, or you got to wear a bandana, or you got to wear your sunglasses. I wear my sunglasses at night. There we go, Corey Hart. So you got to get out there and do the necessary. Don't you agree with me, Laura?
Yes.
Laura, do you agree with me?
Yes, I do. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sounds like the army. COVID-19 has infected 1.4 million people and killed 85,000 worldwide. Terrible numbers. According to diplomats and experts, U.S. deaths topped 15,700 on Thursday, according to a Reuters tally. Uber early this month said it would begin shipping disinfecting car spray at no cost to its... Listen to this. Oh, my God. This is how they end... This is how they end the press release. Can I read it to you guys again? This is how the press release ends, right? Remember, 6 weeks ago, you'll get all your stuff at the hubs. This is how they ended. Uber earlier this month said it would begin shipping disinfecting car spray at no cost to its drivers. Sorry, Dara, I went and bought my own one. Are you going to reimburse me? Sorry, Gus, I went to actually go and buy my own one. Because you didn't do anything, you were fast asleep, right? At the captain's wheel. So I had to go out and buy my own one. Will you reimburse me, you fool? Lord, give me strength. Lord, give me strength. David Garcia says they usually grant the claim after an appeal. So then appeal their ass. If the state says, nah, you're not getting your money, appeal. Woo, woo, Dustin, how are you, my friend? Did you get your mask from them? No, I didn't get my mask from them. I went and got my own N95 masks. I have several of these for all the family. For Laura, for the girls, for the boys. You know, helps when you know doctors, helps when you can call. Right? I take care of these people all the time. Like, hey, dude, I need a favor, right? Favor for a favor, favor for a favor. Thanks. Mark Roughton sent Laura a lot of love. She zoomed off again. I think she just came down to get a bottle of water. How are you holding up in New Jersey, Dustin? Everything cool? How's the familia? How are the kids? John Bloxham says, I filed California unemployment with no problem. Whoop, whoop. Always get a good head rush. So, Dustin, how are you? Oh. I'm blown away, man. I'm blown away by these guys. I really am. Now they start ordering this guy here, Gus. Hey, Gus. Hey, Gus. Give him some nasal spray there. Maybe he'll wake up. Give his wifey some nasal spray as well. There we go. Take a sniff of that. Maybe you'll wake up. There we go. How does that feel? Abstract Echo says UI claims for gig workers and freelancers will go through eventually. It just takes time. Yep, takes time, takes time. Tick-tock goes the clock. Danny, what's up?
Chicken butt.
Come over here, chicken butt. I'm going to buy you that chicken butt t-shirt. Say hi to the room.
Hello.
Here's my ombre. Boom. So get you that t-shirt that's got the chicken butt on it.
Sure.
You want that one?
Sure.
Cool. We'll get it. She wants
Okay.
that. I think she wants that t-shirt for her videos, for her TikTok videos. And you still owe me a TikTok session for the live feed, okay? We're going to be talking about TikTok. Dustin's also going to sit in Dustin's going to start TikTok after he watches Danu's video, her live stream. Jimmy says, hi, Danu.
Hello, Jimmy.
Hi, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy. I'm going to give him smelling salts, yeah. I'll give him a whole bunch of other smelling stuff. There we go. Take a sniff of that, Gus. Wake up. Wake up. Guy looks like he's from some little child movie, like some Disney movie. Can't take this guy serious for some reason. Or maybe I've just lost all respect for him, right? Because he's like, we will eventually get you the masks, but in the interim, many people will have to die. Head rush. All right, my friends, we're coming up. What do you mean you're coming up to the 1 hour? We're already on the 1 hour. Can I get another two likes so I can get on to 60? Por favor. Thank you. And get just two more, one more, 59. Anybody with 59? 59 in the back row, 59. Thank you very much, sir. Gentlemen in the back row, 59. Anybody with a 60? Anybody with a 60? Anybody going to offer me a 60 and a 60 in the front row? Anybody for a 60? In the back row, anybody in the middle? Anybody in the middle? 60. 60. Thank you, ma'am. They're in the middle. We got a bet for 60. 60 for the first, 60 for the first in the middle. And anybody want to offer 61? Anybody want to offer 61? Anybody in the front row? 61. We're on 60. 60 for the first, 60 for the second, 60 for the third, and the highest bidder is 60 in the middle row. Thank you, ma'am. All right, everyone, I'm out of here. I'm going to be jumping over to the other channel. I'm going to be talking about something real estate related, right? Real estate related. Anybody's interested? Anybody who hasn't subscribed yet, please go over here to Rideshare Driving School, which within the next 2 months will be transforming into a channel called Spot Above, opening it up for business for a lot of different topics. And I will take you to some cool spots. I'll take you to our warehouse. I'll take you to meet our tech team. I'll take you to Business Rocket. I'll take you on a nice journey. I'll take you to many open houses, $20 million homes, $30 million homes. You'll see Mr. TK dress up all nice, right? But we're going to go on a lovely journey at Spot Above. So please subscribe there. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. I made a thumbnail yesterday, Mark, somewhere down the line. I got that picture of you and I in Vegas. I'm going to do a cool little story around that. We got to get Payman Ali on board. Payman he's like 80% in, and then he drifts off to the dark side 20%. 80% in, all excited, 20% out. I need to get Payman Ali 100% on board. I lost him there today in that live feed. Alrighty. It's 1 hour. I did it. And I'm going to get back and get the next video going. Thank you, my friends. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Be safe.